What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a first look at the upcoming Jordan 1 Low Bred band for 2026. Before we get into this pair, I want to remind you this video and all the content on my channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you're new to the channel, guys, if you'll like and subscribe for me while you're here, really appreciate that. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm going to be sure to have that in the description of the video for you. Guys, I appreciate your support. Let's take a look at these Jordan 1s. So, of course, a low top version of a shoe that came out back in 2011, I believe it was, and it was a very interesting release. If I remember correctly, only came out at some Nike outlets, no major retailers or anything like that. So they got gone quick, very limited, very exclusive release. And I don't think there was any word of it ahead of time is another thing. It was very, very interesting. I actually have a pair of those right here. So we'll take a look at those, kind of side by side. But anyway, this is the first version of this shoe. Let me show you where I picked them up from, guys. Of course, I'll have that in the description for you. Let's take a look at this Jordan 1 Low. So you do have that Jordan 1 outsole, this nice bright red, like a varsity red. Got your stars, traction pattern, all that looks great. Bright white hit on the midsole, and looks to be a pretty good line going from that red to the white, something I always look for, because even sometimes your better batches can get a little bit squiggly lines, not quite as crisp as this is, and this looks great. Good stitching, and I don't really see, looking for like the white lines going from the midsole to the upper, that glue residue, and looks to be pretty clean. So all in all, impressed thus far. Now, fit and comfort. These are a men's 13, which is my natural size, and they fit perfectly. I did slip them on before the video just to make sure, with a crease protector, because that's how I will be wearing them. So I would tell you to go with your normal Jordan 1 size. Comfort-wise, these are going to come with the Dream Cell insole, and these, that's my favorite for Jordan retros, especially when you get one, the Jordan 1, this old tech, really makes a massive difference, in my opinion, when you put one of those on versus like one with the blue ortholite style. So I was happy about that. And again, they do fit true to size. Now, the upper of the shoe, you do have some pretty nice leather on this one, especially for a Jordan 1 Low. Does have that kind of tumble look and feel to it. You can see that kind of wrinkling up. The one thing I did notice is the shade of red is slightly darker on this one than this 2011 release. And I'll bring that in and see if you can, I don't really know how much that's showing up for you on camera. I mean, it's not a big difference. It's not a big difference, but this is a darker red. There's another difference that we'll take a look at here in a minute. But at any rate, good leather. Slightly bulky toe box on this one, not gonna lie, but it'll look fine on foot, and it does bounce back, albeit a little bit slowly. You got the nice leather. Starts you off with the black laces. You do get two other colorways that are in the box. I'll show you those here in a moment. And the laces do have the tips on the end, say band and what if, I believe, if I remember. We'll take a look at that also. Got the thinner tongue, of course, for the Jordan 1 Low. And then the sock liner has that same kind of band X's printed on there in the black. And then, of course, you got the date. That's something we're going to talk about here in a second as well. Let me go ahead and show you those lace tips. The red, and this one says imagine, and the other one says if, and then a little ellipses. But anyway, the date. So when I first saw this, I was like, wait a minute, that's not the same date as the other one. So 10/18/84, and then on this one, well, wrong side, sorry, 10/18/85. So I was like, wait a minute, something's not right. What it actually is, and I think they made a mistake on that shoe that I just showed you, because October 18th of 84 is the game that MJ wore the shoes, supposedly that the NBA banned, which of course it was the Airship, not the Jordan 1, but that's a whole other story. The letter that they received wasn't until, I think, February of 25. So the letter that they got was in 25, I understand. The actual game that he played, that he wore them for the first time, was in 84. So I believe that date is correct. The one on the high top, or it's actually a mid, but anyway, that is incorrect. So interesting thing there. But anyway, don't want to go into that too much to make the video too long, but you can see right there on October 18th, 1984, they were thrown out of the game, and that's correct. I need to pull the insole of the other one and see if it says 1984 on the insole, but anyway, we'll get to that. Back of the shoes, of course, instead of your Wings logo, you do have that X in that glossy finish, just like the other one. Good shape here on this panel with a little widow's peak. And then medial side, just a mirror image of the lateral. Left shoe, again, has the 84 in there. And it's spot on, just, you know, exactly like the other shoe. There's no differences with this one, guys, right or left. Everything looks fine from the rear. Give you another shot of that nice glossy X. And it is good thick cuts of material. Really the only complaint per se that I have on this one is the bulky toe box. If that was trimmed a little bit, I think it'd be spot on. Materials are good for a Jordan 1 low. And again, that's not going to be a big deal on foot, to me anyway. But sometimes, you know, that's what it is with the early runs of these. Let's check out the Strobel of the shoe. Just your normal gray Jordan 1 Strobel. You can see that threading has been taped down, the extra threading. There is, again, that date and your size tag for this one. These did just come with some regular tissue paper inside, and then the insole, as we said, is this nice Dream Cell insole, men's size 13, with the you know, the date and the X on there, of course, or the text. So that's all good. Let's check out the box for this one. So the original release actually came with a special box. It was like a black Jordan 1 box that did not have the red branding, just had the X on it. This first run anyway, that I got does come with just your standard Jordan 1 box, the black with the red branding. Your 85 Jordan 1 branding on the bottom of the box. And your box label is Jordan 1 Retro Low OG, black, and varsity red, again, men's 13. Inside you got the swoosh, the word swoosh, and then that red print. You got some white tissue paper, and then what did I do with the laces? I normally get them out beforehand. Sorry about that. Bear with me. You get the varsity red and white. So you do have all three options, and I would imagine that the lace tips are, you know, those plastic ones, maybe with the print on them as well. Yeah, it is. So you do get all three options like that. So that's good. Not really sure, since I've got the red already in my mids, probably gonna stick with the black in the lows. But box perfectly protected in shipping. Now whether it's the correct box, we'll have to just wait and see. But the main thing is the shoes, and they look great. Again, a little bit bulky on the toe box, but that's not a deal breaker in my opinion. Overall, very, very nice shoes. So anyway, guys, that is my unboxing review of this Jordan 1 Low band for 2026. I hope that you enjoyed the review and that it was helpful for you. Let me know what you think about this pair in the comments. Is this going to be a cop or a drop for you? Be sure to follow me on my other socials. And be on the lookout, guys. We got a lot more of these reviews coming your way.